Hello and welcome to the Tattoo Golfer YouTube channel. My name's Owen and I am the Tattoo Golfer. This is Behind the Greens, an interview with. I had the idea where I wanted to kind of get to know other YouTubers and get their backstory and a bit more info about themselves. So this series is basically that. I'm going to be asking questions. I've got quite a few guests already lined up, which is very cool. Thank you for joining me. You could sit back, relax, and watch it, or you could just throw your headphones in and listen to it. There will be a video of me and the guest up on the screen, but you don't necessarily have to sit and watch it. You could put your headphones in and just have a listen. Tonight's guest, well, I'm recording it tonight, that's why I'm saying tonight, but the guest is someone I met through social media and has turned out to be a really good friend. It is none other than Mr. Lee Jones, aka Golf Nuts. So I hope you enjoy it. Please comment below and let us know what you thought. We'll get straight into it. So hello everyone and welcome to Behind the Greens, an interview with Mr. Lee Jones, aka Golf Nuts. Welcome, Mr. Jones.
Thank you very much for having me, pal.
Not a problem. How do you feel being the first guest on Behind the Greens?
It's a little bit, I don't know what to expect, to be fair, so I guess we'll just have to see what happens, eh?
Yeah, right. We'll get
I'm
straight...
very honoured at the same time, pal.
Not a problem, mate. Right, so we'll get straight into it. How long have you had your YouTube channel?
Since May, but then I didn't do any videos for 1 month, so class that as June.
Right, so June. So not you're relatively new, just like me. You're
Yeah.
quite new to the game. But we are causing a bit of a stir in the golf world because we are newer YouTubers and we like to get involved in things. So, right, we'll talk a bit about your beginning, how you got into golf, and where did you find the love for golf, really?
Right, so the truth be, it was at 14, my dad was going to play in a golf society day, and his golf clubs were in the house. I think it was a living room. Can't quite remember now. And they were there, so I just took one out, and it was like, oh, I like this. So then started getting lessons on a Sunday morning. I think it was Sunday morning. Yeah, I think it was a Sunday morning, and bang, it all just went a bit wild from there. To be fair,
You just fell in love with the game.
yeah, I don't think there was one pivotal moment that was like eureka moment of, oh right, I must play golf. Just kind of, I didn't do football. Don't do football. And yeah, it was just golf was just, yeah, I found it really enjoyable, so I stuck at it, and yeah, this is where I am now.
You got quite good at it, I have heard.
Apparently once.
Apparently once. Do you want to tell us a little bit more about that?
So at the age of 16, I think it was, that was when I thought to myself, right, I really want to do this for a living. Which, how many 16-year-olds do you these days going, oh, I want to play golf for a living?
Yeah.
I mean, and then I remember all through the summer holidays, I used to go really early in the morning and come back late at night, and there were times where my hands would be chapped up and I'd just be stood practicing. So then I got down to single figures, and then ended up working in a pro shop.
What was your first handicap, Lee?
28.
Your first handicap was 28. So you were like the rest of us. You're not no superhuman that started off 5.
No, I first started was on a par 3, 9-hole,
Right.
before I even went onto a full 18-hole golf course. So where the golf lessons were, there was a golf course, a little 9-hole beside it, and I played around there before I went onto a full-blown golf course. course. So from there, can't quite remember if I played a full golf course, but then you know the little junior open things that were down there and held on this 9-holer. So from there, I think I shot 1 under on a par 3, something like that, and then went on to the bigger course and started off at 28, just like everybody.
To be fair, 1 under on a par 3 is quite good, because par 3s are quite a lot of people's downfall when it comes to scoring.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, you know, if anything, back then in that time of my thing, anything from 150 yards, you're on the green, 2 put. See you later. There's a par, as long as you're getting it down the middle. So yeah, I mean, I think they're very underrated, but that's a different conversation.
Right. And what was the first course you were a member at?
Other than the par 3 one?
Yeah, the first proper course you were a member at?
Stoneyholme Golf Club, which is a municipal one in Carlisle.
Which we've played a couple of times.
Yeah, we've played a few times, which subsequently that was the one I ended up working at in the pro shop.
Right, cool. Right, here's one. Obviously, your YouTube channel and your golf is together because you're our golf YouTube channel. What made you want to start YouTube?
Well, so I, as you know, but maybe a few people don't, I entered a competition to go and play in Rick Shields' YouTube Golf Day. Mm-hmm. And I won a spot, which ironically enough on my desk is me player's pass. It's just, honestly, that was not plotted. So from there, yes, it was the longest round of golf I've ever had in my life. Yes, it was torture, but it kind of inspired me to go, do you know what? I can do this. I'm not a pro, but I'm not a high handicap golfer, so I've got the ability as a single figure handicapper to do decent quality videos. And not only that is to document videos of me and my dad playing golf and me and my pals, so that in years to come, when you know, I can watch them all.
Yeah, I know your dad's a big part of your life, and we'll go into that a little bit more in a little while. But Rick Shields is kind of to thank how we met each other, really, isn't it? Because we both applied to...
It's quite bizarre.
So thank you, Rick Shields. We both applied to get on YouTube Golf Day. Lee was lucky enough and I wasn't, but then I got another opportunity to go for Golf Vlogs UK doing the camera work, which I think we had a brief word there at the day as well. And I think beforehand we were messing each other that we started talking on Twitter, asking about, have you got, because you told me you got in. I said, I've not had my email, I've not had any email, it's me, I'm done, I've had enough.
I do remember saying to you, don't worry, it might come, it might still come, don't you know, I remember saying that to you at the time.
Yeah, so that's how we kind of met. And then since then, it's kind of, we just started going back and forth on Twitter. We've met a couple of times for a few games of golf, and now we speak to each other every day. And we're really good mates. So if Rick Shields is to thank for anything, it's a friendship. So,
yeah, absolutely. Cheers, Rick.
Right. I know you've not got many subscribers, same as me. I haven't got many subscribers.
145.
145 right this second. I think I'm on 420. What are your dreams and goals for your YouTube career, if that's what you want to call it, or is it more of a hobby? Are you looking to gain an income from YouTube in the future, or is it just something you really enjoy doing?
Never once. When I thought about doing YouTube, it was never to once get an income from it. It was literally just to go out there, have fun, document golf with my pals, my dad, and just have a laugh, and do stuff that nobody's done before. You know, that's the ultimate thing. Because I mean, I've watched golf YouTube, and like probably 90% of people, it's always been Peter Finch and Rick Shields, and they were the first two that I started watching. But then I thought, well, I can do this, and I can do something maybe a bit different that people might be able to relate to. So yeah, I'm not going for a massive paid sponsorship by one of the golf brands. However, if you do want to, then crack on.
Get it out.
But
Obviously,
yeah,
the bigger YouTubers nowadays, I don't think many people class them, apart from Golf Vlogs UK, they don't class them as everyday golfers because they're all higher up,
no,
and so they're not like us per se, if that's
no.
what. So a lot of people can relate to the smaller channels and to the likes of Golf Vlogs, which is booming at the minute. Do you have
Yeah, I mean,
a favourite golf YouTuber or one that got you into watching golf YouTube videos?
do you know what? I think because there's so many decent ones out there now, it's quite a hard thing to say I prefer one to the other. I mean, I might go through a phase where I really like Peter Finch's video. Like, I really like what he's doing at the minute because it's not your conventional stud drive range and golf ball.
Mm-hmm.
But a very underrated one, Seb on Golf. You know, he's one that I watch. There's a few that I watch. There's not one favourite. I can't honestly say there's one favourite.
Yeah, I get that. Do you have a least favourite or a YouTuber that you don't click with and you don't want to watch? I know this is quite a controversial question because hopefully there'll be quite a lot of people that watch it. But if I'm asking questions that are just going to be happy, it's boring watch. So
Are we talking golf YouTubers?
Yeah, golf YouTubers. Is there any that you just wouldn't watch, and is there a reason why you wouldn't watch them?
You know what, I'm trying to think at the minute. See, I'm trying to think. I stopped watching Golf Vlogs UK because for me, I just can't. I'm not enjoying the content, so I won't watch it. But that doesn't mean to say I don't like him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not enjoying the videos out at the moment. Same for James Robinson's golf. I'm just not enjoying the videos.
Yeah, because they quite relate. Yeah, it's about beginner golf, and clearly you're not a beginner golfer. So I can understand.
Play, you know, I'm not saying anything about beginning golfers because at the end of the day, if we didn't begin, we wouldn't be playing golf. We wouldn't be creating content. But it's just not for me.
Mm-hmm. Is there any YouTubers outside of golf that have inspired you to do videos, or is there any YouTube people or channels that you like to watch, or is it just golf? If you go on YouTube, it's just golf.
No, honestly, if you went on my YouTube browsing history, you'd just go, what the hell do you watch? I swear I watch the most random things in the world, honestly. Is anybody inspiring me from outside of the YouTube world? Well, by the way, it's not pornographic. I'm trying to think. I don't think I get inspired by anybody. I love the creativity of what was Scratch Golf with Eric Anderslang. I think his videos were just absolutely mind-blowing.
It is more like a TV program.
Yeah, and it wasn't even. I didn't even see it to start with. It was Mrs. J. She said, I like to watch this Scratch Golf. And I'm like, well, what's Scratch Golf? And then that's how I got onto that. But so I might, if you watch mine, you would see the Sidemen. You would see KSI's obviously channel. You will also see a guy called Arcade Matt who goes and plays grabbers and coin pushers.
I think I've seen that actually.
Who else do I watch? Honestly, do you know what? Honestly, I've got my phone here. I'm going to have a look.
Talking about phones, I'm going to get mine as well because obviously I don't know why it is, but a lot of golf YouTubers and the golf community is very big on the Twitterverse. And I put a tweet out before asking if there were any questions for you. So we will have a quick flick through a few of them.
Do it. Let's go. No, yeah, that's just.
You're looking at YouTube now, aren't you? You're telling me, deciding which ones can't say that one.
No.
Right.
No, I think I've gone against the grain when I said about golf vlogs. You know, it's just not for me at the minute.
Yeah. Right. We'll start.
I think I've gone against the grain there, so I can't play that now.
Grumpy golfer, Mr. Graham McKenzie. Obviously, he is part of our group, which is hashtag Shankers. More will be revealed very soon. You need to watch out for that and stay tuned because we have some amazing stuff planned and it is out of this world.
Yeah.
He has asked, how come you stopped playing golf? Because I know there was a part of your life where you didn't play golf. And how long was it for?
So, after working in the shop, I stopped playing golf for 18-year-old. Maybe 18-year-old. And the reason I stopped playing golf was my boss, who was a PGA pro at the time, which I won't name him because that's not fair. We used to live with my nana, who was ill through emphysema, which is ironic because I smoke, and no, I shouldn't, but that's a different kind of fish. So she used to have coughing episodes through the night, and she used to get that bad we had to put her on a nebulizer. So 3 o'clock in the morning, I've got to put her on a nebulizer, calmed her down, and it was about 4-ish, 4 in the morning, and I went back to sleep and woke up. But the day it happened on was the open for the golf club, and I was supposed to be there at 6 o'clock, and I arrived at 6:30. And I walked into the shop, into work, and got told, you need to go to the 9th tee and see Mr. Pro. So I've gone to the 9th tee. He said, what time do you call this? I'm like, well, sorry, but you know my circumstances, looking after me nana. And he went, just go home for the rest of the day. So as an 18-year-old, I didn't really have any ties or anything, didn't have anything like that. That was it. I thought, right, do you know what, pal? Jog on. I'm done. Yeah. So I walked into the pro shop, given my keys back in, and that was my career in golf finished, over with, until the age of 34, 35.
Right, so there was quite a big gap then.
16, 17 years roughly, isn't it?
Right, let's go with Ant Fieldhouse has asked, how much pressure do you feel when on the camera when you've been given the hashtag best swing on YouTube, which you have got a very silky smooth swing?
It's the 1990s PGA textbook swing that, and I've still got it there. So you can only deal with what you've got. So that's my swing. Best swing on YouTube. I think we all know my personal views on that. Everybody says it, but
is that just out of like, no, it's not me. I'm not the best swing on YouTube, or do you really think you've not got the best swing on YouTube?
I really don't think I've got the best swing on YouTube.
I know we've had a conversation, and better. You said GM Golf.
Yeah, the GM Golf guy, his swing is absolutely, it's just the flow of it. Yeah, I mean, mine looks nice, but that's fine. I can say
it looks nice. It just don't go the right way.
No. So the point proving is that it looks cosmetically really nice, but realistically, it still has its problems, just like yours does. So does Ants and Graham's and all the other boys, So how do I feel with the pressure hashtag the best swing on YouTube? Right, well, the top bomb is I don't think I have the best swing on YouTube, so I don't get pressured by it.
Happy days. Right, Mr. Sean Hargreaves, another very nice guy who has recently cut my hair as well. He's played golf with us a few times. He asks, what's the best advice you can give to a mid-high handicapper to get his scores down and therefore his handicap?
I guess you've got to really figure out what the flaws are in your game. So for me, if I was horrible at 150 yards in and I was going to the driving range, I'd leave anything that goes over 150 yards away. and I would concentrate on one particular pot at the driving range and go for it. So when I used to practice this, when I worked at the pro shop, the pro's dad, we used to go out onto the practice area, and he would walk up the fairway, and he'd shout at me, and I had to put the golf ball at his feet. So it's very cliche, but it's very Karate Kid like style of learning how to play golf, whereas I didn't have thousands of pounds to be blown on X, Y, and Z lessons and all this tech and everything like that. Mine was done the hard way. So for somebody who's mid to high, find what the weak part of your game is and practice it, so that you feel confident enough when it gets to that part in your game, and off you go.
Happy days. Happy Me Golf. What is it like being one of the original Shankers?
To be fair, it's absolutely bob on, because I'm gonna say this right now to everybody on YouTube. The Shankers is coming, and we are going to revolutionise the UK golfing industry on YouTube. So to be part of it,
everyone is welcome.
Yeah, it's not just us. Yeah, us, me,
we're the founders,
and the grumpy golfers all come together to say, right, this is what we're going to do, but it's an everybody. Anybody's welcome to come and be on the podcasts and whatever we're doing. So buzzing, to be fair, pal.
Right, we'll leave that for Twitter. Right, we'll talk about your dad a little bit, if you don't mind. I know your dad's big into golf. I've met your dad a couple of times. Hello, Peter, because I know you'll watch this. Please don't shout at me.
Ironically enough, he's downstairs watching the European Tour on TV.
He's a very... I know he's got a horrible condition, which is dementia, which I can relate to because my granddad died of Alzheimer's a few years ago now. How has golf helped you with that, and how do you deal with it? Because I know you spend a lot of time with your dad.
Yeah, so for example, tonight, my wife and my mum, they work together at the same place, so I always pick my dad up after work and we'll go to the driving range. If in the summer, we'll go golfing. Whenever they're at work, 9 times out of 10, you'll see me and my dad together at the driving range. So because it's something he enjoys, and because it's something I enjoy.
Your dad used to be a very good golfer, didn't he?
He's never been a good golfer. I think his best recorded handicap was 20, but he went away and did his level PGA 1 coach qualification. So that's why we do it. I do it A, because I spend time with him, B, because we both enjoy golf, and C, to be fair, it's really good for him with his dementia that it's a sport, it's an activity, the mind keeps active, and the more the mind's active, the less it'll degenerate.
That's it. Yeah, he's a very outspoken person as well, your dad. He's a great guy. But like I said, golf, he does help a lot of people, and the relationship you and your dad have, I love seeing it when I've been in Carlisle working and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just great to see, which you know from conversations we've had outside of this interview. So, yeah, right, I'm going to cut it down a little bit here. And for the last question, you can have a 4-ball with any 3 people and any course. Who would you pick and where would you play?
The course is easy. Home of Golf, St Andrews, the old course.
Right.
Who would I play? Are we talking pro golfers or just anybody in life?
Anybody in life. Anybody you want. Celebrities,
right.
Whatever.
So, first person in the 4-ball would be my dad, because I think that was an experience that he can have for the rest of his life that money can't necessarily buy all the time. So there's a memory that we could cherish together. A bit like ironically enough, Peter Finch and his dad had just done the same thing.
Yeah.
Who would be right? I tell you what, let's mix it up. Let's do a pro. Andrew Beef Johnson.
He would be a great laugh to play golf with. I'd love to play golf
because
with
I
Beef.
just think the laugh you would have with him, I don't think you would be able to get from any tour player. If that makes sense. I just don't see him. I mean, I know you've got Rory, who's the best player in the world, but Beef has something special about him.
Yeah.
And the fourth person would be you.
Me? Really? No.
Yeah, because before, this is going to sound harsh to Graham. Graham, I love you to bits, but I don't mean this harsh at all. But before the Shankers was formulated, the three of us, it was me and you did 90%. In fact, most of my beginning videos are you and me, and you've helped me to create my YouTube channel. And we've evolved it and so forth. So as a kind of payback to you for that would be to come and play with me, my dad, and Andrew Johnson at St Andrews.
Well, that would be amazing, and I hope one day it happens.
Snap. But I don't know if Beef will be. I don't know if Beef will come.
It's all right. I'll give him a ring. We'll sort it out. Right. Thank you for joining me, Lee. It's been a pleasure to have you on as my first guest. I don't think I could have had anyone else on as the first guest. And thank you for the people who are watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions or if you have any ideas of anyone you want to see on Behind the Greens, please comment below. Please smash that subscribe button. Check out Lee's channel. And we will see you very soon.